Hi everyone. So in today's video, I would like to just do something a little bit different. Um, as it's raining, didn't really fancy going out, so I thought I'd make something different. The reason why I got these two up is because um, it's raining and I didn't really fancy going out and getting wet. But I thought I would, I don't know, talk about spirits, different kinds of spirits. I think I've done this before, but yeah, different kinds of spirits, and so on. But yeah, so I want to talk about different types of spirits. So I'm going to talk about poltergeist today, only because there is a big difference between poltergeist and um, demons. Now, the reason why I say there's quite a lot of confusion is because, let's say, one of these dolls fly across the room, for example, is not a demon that made one of those clowns fly across the room. It'll be more of a poltergeist. Now, poltergeist is a German word for noisy ghost. Now, the reason why they call poltergeist noisy ghost is because um, it makes noise. Everything on this planet makes a noise. So, for example, right now, the rain is hitting against the window and it makes a noise. I'm drying my clothes at the moment. The machine that I'm using to dry my clothes makes a noise. Everything makes some kind of noise. Um, so one of these dolls flying across the room will make a noise. It will land and make a noise. So it's a noisy ghost. Um, so with poltergeists, they move stuff, they throw things around, they make objects basically move. Um, and that's what poltergeist does. Can a demon do that? If you believe in demons, I personally don't believe in demons. Only because it's something that Christianity, the church, the Bible, has made up. It was made up to scare people. It was made up to get people to go to church. That I don't necessarily believe in demons. But if you do believe in demons, if that is your belief, whatever, if you believe that they're real, um, it's more with demons. It's more smells. It's um, it's gradual. It's like noises, corner of the eye. Um, they change the mood of the room, so you could be really happy, a really good positive energy in the room, so to speak. And demons would um, alter the mood in the room. So you could be having arguments with the people you live with. Um, yeah, so yeah, demons in a way, yeah. So I would say demons are more to do with turning a positive into a negative. It's about destroying human civilization. I think that's the right word to use. I think I said it right. It's more its sole purpose is to destroy, um, turn positive into negative. Poltergeist is more um, like I said, moving stuff around. Again, poltergeist normally goes for um, teenagers, because they mainly because teenagers obviously have that more of that energy. Um, don't want to sound sexist, but they typically go for teenage girls. They target teenage girls. Poltergeists. Demon, yeah, normally go. It's normally children, like under the age of 13, that pick up on demons or any spirit for that matter. But poltergeist is normally teenage girls they go for. Um, doesn't mean that they don't go for teenage boys. They do, but mainly girls. Um, because with girls it's more, or females, lady, whatever you want to call them, is more for them. When their body changes, there's a little bit more going on, so to speak. So poltergeists normally go for them. Yes, they do interact with adults, men and women, um, but normally they don't show themselves. Normally, poltergeists don't normally show themselves as a dark shadow or shadow figures or the shadow man, or is mainly moving stuff around to scare you, or moving stuff around for you to focus your energy on what's moving. So for example, if the clown moves, I'll be scared and my focus will be on the doll moving. So that's where the poltergeist will get its energy, if that makes sense. Um, what else? Again, this is not scripted. This is, um, again, my personal opinion. Again, you guys are, um, yeah, you got your own opinion. So poltergeists are normally energy driven, so they're normally attracted to the right energy. So again, if the person has mental health issues, again they can play on that to draw off that energy, um, to use that energy to move something. So that is basically what a poltergeist is. um, yeah. Would I say that a poltergeist is demonic? I would say no. I don't feel that poltergeists are demonic. It's a different kind of spirit. So it's not a demon. It's not an angel, if you believe in angels. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's a family member, if that makes sense. Um, that's passed on, obviously. Um, I wouldn't even say it's a family member. I think it's just, I've never, again, I could be wrong here in saying this. I've never, because I try not to watch all these paranormal programs, because most of them lie. Um, yeah, I would say it's mainly just energy. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not a demon, it's just there, if that makes sense. Um, but I feel that most people put demons in with poltergeist in with demonic. Um, because of the what do you call it? Because what it does, it's fear based, if that makes sense. It's using your fear to move stuff, if that makes sense. Where demonic is mainly out to destroy. I think that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just there. If that makes sense. So, someone can create that energy. If that makes sense. So if I wish something like the doll to move, I can create that poltergeist kind of like energy to make that move, if that makes sense. Or it could be that was a piece of dust, by the way. That wasn't an orb, that was dust that you just saw. You can create, and I think science and scientists and all that has proven that even certain situations can make. So if it's two people fighting, arguing, so that let's say husband and wife, or the father and child are arguing, they can create that energy between them to make something move. And again, with the whole teenage child, again creating that energy that can make something move. It's that kind of energy. Science can explain that side of it. It's there, but you can't see it. I hope that I'm making sense. While I'm here and while I've got you all, before I carry on with the video, don't forget to like the video if you think it's good information. If you think is rubbish information, again, you can go ahead and press the dislike. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you like my content. Leave a comment, tell me where you're from, because I like to hear where you guys are from. Yeah. Again, I do have a Patreon. I don't ask, but if you want to support me even more, do is Patreon. Buy me a coffee. You can be a member, or you can just have a look. It's up to you. But the links are in the description below to my Patreon, to my Buy Me a Coffee. Again, I take pictures and other videos, and I post them on there as well. Most of it is free of charge. I don't expect you to pay anything on them too. You can have a look at the pictures and all that I take. So yeah, anyway, so back to the video. So that is basically what a poltergeist is. It's energy that can move it can move anything. It can open doors, close doors, make the door handle rattle. It can basically, it's a noisy ghost. It can move stuff. That's what a poltergeist is. It can move objects. You don't necessarily see the poltergeist. It's not a black figure. It just likes to move stuff. But that doesn't mean that everything that moves in your home is a poltergeist. If you put a cup down and it moves, you probably didn't put the cup down properly. For example, or if you didn't shut the door properly, it may swing back open. I always say that 98% of stuff that happens can be explained. It's the other 2% that you can't explain. So if your door opens, check for drafts, check to make sure you close your door properly, or your cup or whatever it is that moved. Just make sure that whatever it is that moved didn't move because of gravity. or the wind. So that's poltergeist. The other type of ghost is residual. So residual could be, for me, what it means for me, again, it's different for different people. It's the energy within the home. So if someone has died in that space, the energy of that part, I've experienced this quite a few times. So the energy of that person moving can be stuck on the walls, the carpet, the furniture, any items they have in the home. So let's say, for example, if the person died, let's say they owned one of these dolls, the energy of that person will be on the doll. That's how mediums, psychics, and all that work. Some, not all of them. That's how some of them work. They read the energy of the building. So residual haunting can, like I said, it's the building itself or the item. With residual, you'll get mainly images. So you'll probably see a shadow, or you'll probably see someone walking past the door, or someone may walk through the wall where a door used to be. They could be anywhere. They may just appear. They don't do anything. It's not negative. It's not positive. They disappear from nowhere, and no reason for it. They disappear, and then they just disappear because of how they passed, or yeah, I'll say how they passed. There's no how would I say, knowledge. That's probably the wrong word to use. There's no, how can I put it? I'll use the word knowledge in the sense of, with a poltergeist, it's more of an intelligent, if that makes sense. With residual, is more of a stone tape theory. It's reliving, like it's like watching a DVD, or it's just replaying that video. It's replaying that movie over and over again, and that's basically what residual is. It's just replaying that same image over and over again. What else? With residual, it doesn't interact. It doesn't move anything. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't interact. Yeah, so that's residual. I do apologize. I will say it again. I hope I'm making sense. So that's where you get things like haunted roads or haunted buildings. It's residual. Let's say someone had a car accident and they passed because of it. On the scene, on the road, they died on the road. You may see a phantom car, or you may see a phantom ship, or whatever. Phantom, that's residual. It's replaying over and over again. Again, energy replaying itself. So that's residual. So you got the ones that are a little bit more intelligent. That's what we call spirit. So spirit are more intelligent. You can communicate with that spirit. That spirit has knowledge to a degree. So when I say knowledge, you can communicate both ways. It's a two-way conversation with spirit. So they can, let's say they come from the spirit world, they come into this world for whatever reason, do their thing, and then they disappear back into spirit or whatever the situation is. There are stories where people go to bed at night, they wake up during the night, and they see their granddad or their mum or their dad or their nan or whoever standing on the end of the bed, and that person is talking to the person that's in bed. They wake up the next morning and they get the phone call that person has passed on. It's basically that person saying goodbye before they pass over. It's their spirit coming to talk to him and say goodbye. Mediums speak to spirit. Spirit are a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit more active. That's the word. They're a little bit more active in the sense of communication. They're not here to. Again, I'm talking about family members. They're not here to hurt. They're not here to destroy. They're just here to pass the message on, whatever the message is. Again, with spirit, you got so many different types. You got good, you got bad spirits. So spirits are basically, obviously, people are being, and spirits and residual are energy that used to be here in the physical. I say energy because, like I said, residual is stain tape, the building or the car or the street or the road, whatever holds that energy. Where spirit is more not related to the actual building. So the spirit can come and go in and out of this world. It can travel around the world. So again, if you live here in the UK and you got someone that's related to you that lives in Australia, within a few minutes, again, there's, you can watch YouTube, research this. If you live in one part of the world, I don't know, let's say your sister lives in a different part of the world, they can see the same spirit within moments of each other, or in some cases at the same time. There is no time or space when it comes to spirit. So spirits are, like I said, more knowledgeable. They can move about from location to location. They're not, like I said, you got good and bad. You got your good ones that care about you, only want the best for you, and then you got the nasty ones. So if you're nasty in this world, you're gonna be nasty in the next. If you're nice in this world, you're gonna be nice in the next. You get the drift. So basically, when you go to work, wherever you work, you see so many different characters. That's probably the best way to put it. You'll see quite a few different characters come and go, and what they are like at work, for example, that's what they're going to be like in spirit. So if there's a person at work you really don't like because they're horrible and nasty, that's what they're going to be like in spirit. If they do anything for you in this world, they'll do anything for you in the next. So yeah, that is again, there's probably more to spirit than that. Again, I'm not really going to talk much about demons because I personally believe that demons are, like I just said about spirit, I personally believe that demons are, or they're, I'll probably get quite a lot of YouTube probably gonna take this video down for the words I'm gonna use, but I don't mean it in a nasty way. I'm just trying to get the information out there, true information. I know this clickbait, fake YouTubers that everybody else is doing, trying to get true, real, true information out there. So I personally believe that demons are not real. I personally believe that it's these demons that people keep saying, talking about, are that they are us. They are me and you. So, like I said about spirit, if you're a racist, if you're a sex offender, if you're a murderer, if you generally hate people in this world, and we all of us, every single one of us, have came across a murderer, a sex offender, and when I say sex offender, I'm talking about from little kids right up to the elderly. All the terrible things you hear on the news about what someone's done to somebody else, kidnapping, all that nasty things that people do to each other. To me, that's demonic. To me, if you go do that here in this world as a human being to another human being, you're going to do that in the next world. You're going to be like that in the next world. You want to, if you're here living in this world and you want to see someone in pain in pain, you're going to be like that in spirit. So let's talk about an adult doing things to a child. If they're going to be like that in this world, in the physical world, then they're going to be like that in the spirit world. If an adult wants to hurt someone to the point where that person's not breathing anymore, then that's what they're going to be like in spirit. If that makes sense. So that's my interpretation of a demon. There's people in this world that want nothing more than to watch this world burn. And that's exactly what a demon is, right? That is what a demon is. The demon wants nothing more than to watch this world burn. So when I hear the word demonic, demon, that's the first thing I think about is an evil, nasty person that used to live in this world. And that's what they're like in the spirit world. Or heaven, or whatever you class as the spirit world. And again, with angels, if you're a loving, caring, sweet, kind, beautiful soul in this world that'll do absolutely anything for anyone, even like putting in extra overtime, or you see someone struggling in the street and you stop to help, or you get that extra mile every day and you give it 110% and you're really loving and care, and you give your clothes off your back for someone, you give someone your last little bit of change, even though you know that's your last little bit of change. Someone's run out of petrol, you offered to go and get them some, all that kind of stuff, all that good, lovely, gorgeous stuff that people do. There are people out there that are just absolutely gorgeous in their own way. If you're like that in this world, and you pass over and you go to the other world, spirit world, heaven, whatever you want to call it, then if you come back to this world to help and love and care and heal other people, that's what an angel is. Yeah? That's what an angel is. So, just a little bit of food for thought for you guys. So, the next time you watch these fake YouTubers that say that I've came across a demon, yeah, it's probably fake. Or if it is real, and it is a real legit paranormal investigator that, you know, is 110% legit paranormal activity, and they are truthful and they say it is a real demon and all that, just think it's probably a real nasty piece of work that used to live in this world and wants to stay in this world to be horrible, basically. And that's the other thing, guys. Before I finish this video, I think I covered all the videos. Just remember, guys, 98% of what you see on YouTube is fake, and only 2% is real. Like the spirit world, 98% can be explained. It's just the other 2 that you need to worry about. So don't be scared about the paranormal. Don't be scared to go to bed tonight, because most of the stuff that's hiding in the shadows of your bedroom or wherever it is that you sleep can be explained by shadows from light. And if your house is haunted, and you know your house is haunted, get to know the energy. Try to put that energy, if it is your haunted house that you live in, try to put it in a category. So try and work out, is it residual? Is it a poltergeist? Is it an actual spirit with intelligence? If it is a spirit with intelligence, is it a good spirit or is it a bad spirit? And then act on that. Act on what you know. So with a residual, I want to say most of I'm going to use the word spirit. I mean it across all of what I just spoke about. But I'm going to use the word spirit. Most spirits react to things like sage and Palo Santo. So if you feel a little bit, if you live in a haunted home and you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you're not quite sure what category to put this energy, this spirit into, just get yourself some sage your home properly, and none of this fake YouTube stuff. Sage your house properly, or Palo Santo properly, then it will go away. Now, again, most things that, what I'm about to tell you, most YouTubers will not tell you. Okay? So there's a little secret here for you guys and girls. Not everyone will tell you this. Negative has no problem coming into your home. Positive has no problem coming into your home. Positive and negative have no problems having a war in your home. But once you burn sage and you do your cleanse properly, the only one that will stay in your home is a positive. Negative, for whatever reason, does not like sage or Palo Santo or anything like sage or Palo Santo. It does not like it. Okay, same with French Gregorian chant. It does not like that music. So if you do feel a little bit uncomfortable because you know that your house is haunted, play some French Gregorian chant music, burn some sage or Palo Santo. That negative energy will go and only positive will stay. Right? Positive energy loves sage and Palo Santo. Okay? Now most of you say, yeah, I already know that. Yeah, I've seen 1,000 people. But also people will say that if you burn sage, it's like bleach. It gets rid of everything, even positive energy. No, that's not true. Positive energy does not care what you're burning. Positive energy will stay. Okay? Positive energy will not go anywhere, no matter what you're burning. You can burn the building down and the positive energy will still stay. Okay? It is only the negative that will leave. Okay? I do not recommend you burning the building down. I do not recommend that. But hopefully you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay? And all the places I've been to, only positive stays in the atmosphere. Okay? So, just wanted to get that out there. Like I said, in previous videos, I don't fake, I don't lie. None of my videos are scripted. Like this video, it's not scripted, it's not fake. And in fact, in this video, I was actually struggling to think of what to say, because most paranormal videos, it's scripted, it's AI, it is fake from start to finish. With me, as you can tell, this video, I'm struggling to get my words out, struggling on what to think to say. Like early in the video, I saw a piece of dust fly in front of the camera, and it showed up on camera as an orb. It was dust. So if these clowns move or these dolls move, the first thing I would put it down to, in a non science, so I'm not talking about science here, I would class it as poltergeist. If I was talking about the spirit, I would say it was poltergeist. Once I've cleared all the science side of it, so I would say, okay, so on the science side of it, I'll say, okay, is the table wobbly? Is the table even? Is it slanted in one way or the other? Did I sit the dolls on the table properly, so I could have put the dolls wonky, and that's why they move? Was it, I live by train tracks, and I know sometimes heavy trains go by and they vibrate. They go fast and they're heavy, and sometimes the building shakes. Did a train go by? Today it's windy and wet and miserable. It could be a breeze. So you got to, again, as I looked up, I saw something fly by, and I know that I've got issues with my eyes. So again, I put it down to science, or in that case, medical science. Sorry guys, I'm waffling on here. But what I'm saying is, guys and girls, use your common sense, use your brain. Don't believe in everything you see and hear. But on my channel, I do not fake. I film the video like this one, not scripted. I post it. If you want to watch it, great. Yeah, great. If you don't, that's fine too. If you think that my videos are boring, I do apologise. Like I said, I don't fake. I could fake this video to the hills and back, but I'm not. I won't. So anyway, guys, 40 minutes, long enough for you guys. Definitely long enough for me. I'm going to edit this video, post it, and hopefully the stuff I've talked about today is a little bit more helpful. If your house, like I said, if your house is haunted or you come across paranormal activity, put it in a what you call it, category. Is it poltergeist? Is it residual? Or is it spirit? Is it those three? Is it one of those three? And then take your action from there. Once you know what you're dealing with, then you can take it from there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.